Can I put this here?
Yep, that's good.
So, I'm a medium, in spite of what you see. Think every bit like a two-way. And I call myself a psychic medium because most people don't know the difference between a psychic and a medium. And it's a good thing I put that first because medium, psychic, just kind of so-so, you know. Anyway, I'm done with the jokes. The other side will probably entertain the heck out of us tonight, so we'll let them do that. My gift is sight. I see them. Not clearly. It's not like I'm looking at you. I get impressions of what they have on, if they have anything on. And so I don't give a complete description, but I hear them occasionally, but it's rare. I hear names occasionally, but it's rare. So what I'll generally end up giving you is what I have of a description of a person, hoping that you know who this is. And nothing that I do is perfect. It can't be. Because it's not a science, it's an art form. So, and all of us are different. Every one of us that do this work are very different. Imagine you were all artists of some sort, and I gave you whatever it is you work with, whatever medium it is, whether it's ink or paint or charcoal or whatever it is. And I said, okay, make a picture of me. There would be all these different pictures that are very, you got to where you wanted to be your way. So when you see us work similar to someone else, we may not be getting the information the same way. And I spent 10 years trying to answer the question of, how do you do that? And the only thing I can come up with now is because I read a lot, is that some parts of my brain go into an altered state. And they're able to do the receiving while my subconscious is controlling my ability to stand up and all the other stuff. So it's the altered state network up here. Somehow that does that. I've been doing it now 11 years. My mother is my gatekeeper. So whoever she says can come through, that's who gets to come through. Now, they'll choose whether they want to be here with us tonight. It's not my choice. So hopefully you will hear from the people you expect to, but maybe you won't. Maybe you'll hear from somebody else altogether. Hopefully everybody gets a message, but pay attention to the other messages, because what I want you to leave here with, if nothing else, is the knowledge that life goes on, which is about as precious a knowledge as we can have today. And I'm a Christian. Everything I do is authorized by the boss. So I don't mess with him. He messes with me a lot, but I don't mess with him. So that's kind of my story. Anybody have any questions before my mother's not quite knocking yet? So when she starts to knock, I know I got to get going. Anybody?
I got a question.
Yes.
So, how do you know the person is talking directly to someone in this room?
Sometimes I'll get pulled to them.
Okay.
Sometimes my eyes get dragged around to where I'm supposed to be. Not always. Sometimes I'll say, well, I got a guy who's 72 feet tall and he's got overalls on, and who belongs to him? And then I've got to go with it. But it's just kind of hit and miss. It's not a perfect thing.
Okay.
Anything else?
Do you know if other mediums have gatekeepers like you?
Well, I know several who have guides who do the gatekeeping. I just happen to be lucky enough to have my mom do it.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to her, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I have to go to another medium to hear from my mother. and I get it too, trust me.
Okay.
So that's really how that works. Other mediums have guides. Other mediums just operate in the blind.
Okay.
Even though I know there's someone there helping them, they don't know them.
Okay.
Does anybody remember John Edward crossing over?
I remember. Yeah.
Hmm?
Well, yeah. I'm kind of obsessed.
Do you?
I know who he is. I mean, I've never met him, but I know.
No, but you've seen his television show.
Yes.
He had a teacher by the name of Sandy Anastasi. His original teacher died. So he found Sandy and Sandy took over.
Okay.
And I went and got one of those incredible, well, let's go get a reading kind of thing in my head, whatever that is. And I sat down, and in the room walked Sandy Anastasi, and I'm thinking, oh, what are the odds?
Right.
What are the odds? So she's the one that told me my mother was my gatekeeper.
Okay.
And I've seen her ever since.
Oh, okay.
But before I ever did any of this kind of work at all, which she told me I was going to do lots of, and I'm like, are you crazy?
So is there a way to turn, I hate to say turn it off, but is there a time where you can just not hear?
Yeah. I support 3 ghost hunting teams in this area. And when I do that, I put on a hat and I tell them, don't bother me. I become an investigator, don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
And for heaven's sakes, don't bother me and stop bothering me. You know, I gotta. And then when I'm ready to go to work, I take off my hat and then we go. And what my job is like the closer, the resolver, the person who cleans up on aisle 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where are the spirits? What do they want? Do they want to stay? Or do they not belong there? You know, whatever it takes, that's what I go do. I get rid of them too occasionally. See, bye.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So what do you know of the different, I would say different levels of communication?
Different types.
Different types.
There are really 7. 5 are principles, we'll call them. One is the clairvoyant, see. The clairaudient is to hear, but it's not through the ears, and it's not, you know, I don't see with my eyes when I'm doing this. I see them with my eyes when I'm ghost hunting. The other is clairsentient, which they spend a lot of time in my brain, going looking for my memories and dragging them up and saying, make a story about this because this happened to this person. Every once in a while I see something entirely new, and I'm like, what's that? And then, I mean, those are the basic ones that most mediums use. And every medium has, if you put those in boxes and you made a bar graph, every medium would be at a different point in all those different levels of profession. Some mediums don't see a thing. John Edward is one of those. He doesn't actually see the person. He sees symbols. How he defines a symbol of notes into, well, that's Mary Sue. I mean, I don't know how that happens, but he somehow makes that work. And like I said, we're all different. I've done platform work with 250 people. There'd be 7 or 8 mediums up on stage, and I'm watching, knowing them.
Mm-hmm.
My God, how did you do that? I mean,
Right.
you know, when you realize how difficult this really is, you're amazed that anything can come out. I mean, I never walk away from one of these without saying, I got to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an awesome experience.
You say that you can't speak with your mother.
She won't talk to me.
She won't talk to you, or she can't talk to you. I didn't know if there was.
No, I don't. It's her rules, not mine. I can't change them.
You
did something wrong or something?
Of course. I mean, how many times do you want to be beat by a 2x4?
Just know if there was rules associated with that of how far
When a medium tells me that they're talking to their spirit guides and their relatives, I'm saying, BS. That's me. I don't believe it. I think you go to another medium to do that kind of work. When it's that close to you, I don't see how you can keep your own thought processes out of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's difficult to do somebody. Now, I have to tell you, my wife is somehow exempt. When her dad's got something he wants to say to her, or her brother's got something he wants to say, oh, they come knocking on my door and tell me. But it's rare. I don't know anybody that does it that way, that's truthful about it. Now, I can hear my God occasionally, but it's not about me. It's like, not telling you anything, shut up. Anything else?
So how do you tell the difference between someone who's real and someone who's not?
Someone who's what?
Mediums.
Medium.
A medium and someone who's not?
That's right.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. I can walk into a room and spot mediums. Yeah. I don't do that myself. I get guidance from elsewhere. But not everybody's gift is developed. When I encounter someone whose gift is developed, it's like whammo.
So what does it take to develop your gift? When in your life did it start happening?
Right after I didn't have anything much to do.
Your mind was clear.
Yeah,
Huh?
mine was clear.
Your mind was clear. I didn't have to chase the dollars. I didn't have to raise kids. You know, because that all interferes in the process. You still have to be a human being, you know, to do this. And so when you got a lot of human activity, you're confined to that. Now, with some glimpses occasionally, like I used to be in sales. And I knew where we were going when I sat down with somebody. And if I thought there was nothing going to be accomplished today because that person's thinking about his wife and the argument they had last night, I would say, listen, maybe this would be better if we rescheduled this. And people would look at me like, what? Well, I don't want to beat on you today. It just doesn't feel right. So let's do this 2 weeks from now or whatever. And, I always got the sale because I was considerate enough to understand the ununderstandable somehow. Weird, huh? But that's the way it works. And I knew when I was selling cars, I used to sell cars like crazy. When I retired, I said, I'm going to go sell cars. So I was in Chicago at the time. And I was selling 25, 26 cars a month, which is a big living in Chicago. And I was the oldest guy on the sales floor, and the youngest guy on the sales floor, that was my competition. He and I were at each other all the time. It was the friendliest competition anybody ever saw because I was his biggest cheerleader in the whole place. Because I knew that if he got one, I'm right behind him. Vice versa, he was the same with me. But I could tell when I'm sitting down with someone what it is that we want to talk about. You know, they didn't come in there to buy bread. You know, eggs and milk, they're down the street, you know. We're here about a car. Why are we here about a car? What is it that makes this car important at this particular time? So I was very successful with it. Now, Nikki, I haven't a clue how he did it. But he did it, and it was great. So, yeah, I've used it off and on all my life, various activities. But, you know, quite frankly, until 11 years ago, I wasn't aware I was using that. I just thought, wow, what remarkable coincidence. But it was never a coincidence.
It's something that runs in your family.
To some degree. My mother was a medium, more psychic than medium. She could predict my father's future like it was written on the wall someplace. Don't take that train, that's going to wreck. Don't do this, you know. Well, who's he going to tell? I'm not getting on a train because it's going to wreck. I mean, where are they coming after you at, you know? It's not going to happen. So, but he would not take the train. He would drive. And sure enough, there'd be some sort of disturbance of some sort. And the same thing with driving. Don't drive, you need to... She was always good at that. But she was more psychic. she did not sit down and do tea leaves or anything like that. She just stayed with the psychic, and she was a very shy person to start with. So getting her up to do this would not have happened. But she is my gatekeeper, and so she knows the score. You know, she knows how to make it all work. Now, before that, yes, there were others in the family. My son is also a medium, but he's raising a family. It's not going to happen. No. He's profoundly gifted, but it's going to have to wait. I mean, right now he's got the band to play in, he's got the kids to raise, he's got priorities. Me, I only have one priority. Make everybody in this room understand life goes on. Anybody else? No? Now I have to go to work. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I'm coming to you. I have a male energy to your side. Yes? Huh? You.
Oh.
Male energy on the other side that is
Yes.
to your side.
Yes.
Okay, now, little ground rules. Sorry, he's been bugging me. So, men line up here, women line up here. So I can tell what they are by where I'm sensing their position. Okay. So now this feels like it's a very close person. Like it could be brother, cousin is really close. Could be ex-husband. Could be husband. Somebody who's really close to you.
Tissues.
Yes? I keep asking me how he crossed it, and I'm getting all kinds of different things. So I'm ignoring them all. But I feel like it was accidental. Is that correct?
Accidental, yes.
Okay. That was not the intent. In other words, I also feel as though he's taking some responsibility for it. Well, it's like I drive drunk, I have a wreck, I die, I'm responsible. You know, I'm not saying that that's what it was. I'm saying I get the feeling as though he's set himself up for where he is now. Is that rational?
Kind of, but it was
Okay.
an accident.
Huh?
It was an accident.
I know it was an accident. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it feels like he wasn't supposed to be there. That it was, a situation that he had control over whether he was in that an accident or not. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You'll accept that?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I don't say it the right way. But I'm coming to the same conclusion. He feels partly responsible for the way he crossed. That he crossed. Okay? I'm getting a man who is hilarious. He is now laughing continuously at this whole process. He wants me to give you pink roses, symbol of his love for you. That he didn't feel like he expressed well enough in life. So, I see some thorns on there, but there aren't many.
No.
He wants, were you married?
I am married.
You are now.
Yes.
Were you then when he crossed?
Yes.
To him or someone else?
I'm married to the same person I was when this person crossed.
Sorry?
She's married to the same person she was
When
married
this-
to when this person crossed.
Okay. Because he wants me to play with my ring. Was that a relationship that could have been? You don't have to expose all your secrets.
Yeah. I'm not wearing my ring anymore. only because because of my arthritis, if maybe that's what he's trying to
Okay.
do. He might be wondering why I don't have a ring.
Maybe he is, because he wants me to play with my ring, which means there's something
Yeah.
about a ring, okay?
He might be wondering why I'm not wearing it,
Okay,
and I'm married to the same person.
okay. Is there a funny story about an ice cube tray? You remember the old kind that you had to twist or ratchet back and forth?
Oh, goodness.
So there is one.
Yeah, we used to have those when I was little.
Okay. He wants me to bring it up for some reason, like it was something funny. Is there something funny?
Yeah, because I could never do it.
Oh,
And he used to have to help me.
okay. See, I will ask them to validate what I'm saying, and they will pick out something that is so obscure that I would be reaching for the moon to get something like that. So there's the obscure validation, okay? Keeps doing this. You know what that is? Okay. You don't have to say. He keeps doing this, like. He's wearing like Levi's that are tubular. How do I explain that? They don't look like they're fit for him at all. They look like they're big tubes that go from his hips to his boots or whatever he's got on.
Like it would be starched?
Huh?
Like they would be starched?
Well, like
Yeah, super starched and round.
chaps?
Huh? Not. It could be chaps, but it's not. It looks tubular. I
He
don't.
lost weight and they were too big for him.
Okay, so they just were huge on him.
Yeah.
Okay. He says he liked the way they had my sleeves. Did he wear his like this too?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Medium.
It's my dad.
It's your dad. Hmm. Did you get a lot of this?
Not with us?
No. Friendly. Smacked on the butt. There's somebody there saying, I did this to her all the time.
That's probably my mom.
Okay. But I don't think, I think it's more friendly
Oh,
than,
more friendly? Oh.
okay. I'm sticking with what I see. Did he smoke cigars or something?
No.
Or did he like those big pretzels that you chew on? Giant pretzels. He's got a pretzel or something stuck in his mouth.
Pretzel?
You know those big long
Yeah,
pretzels?
the big thick ones that you
Yeah.
dip in chocolate?
I'll let you think of that at
Yeah.
another time because he's darn sure chewing on one. I can't even taste it.
Might be smoking a cigar or
He could easily be smoking a cigar, but it tastes like a pretzel. He had a nickname for you that I'm not getting. Maisie, Daisy, something. I'm not getting it. And he just laughs that I'm not getting it. He thinks that's funny. Perfectly understandable. Why aren't you getting it? I'm not getting it. He's the guy who could have been the mayor of a town. You know, he's somebody who people came to with questions and he would give them his best wisdom and answers. And
Yeah.
that nurturing soul that I'm...
He was a banker.
Okay, well, there you go. So he was everybody knew him.
Oh, yeah.
Had a certain pride about that. I'm not talking conceit. He had a certain pride about how he was able to handle and feel all of that stuff and make it work. Good for him. 7, what's 7? 7th month, 7th day, 7 years, 7, something about 7.
7 people in the family? No?
He might, there may be 7 siblings in his family, maybe. He may be one of 7.
Okay,
That might be right.
okay, so that's the validation then for what I said about how he felt about his work and his...
Oh, yeah. He's the only
Okay.
person that went to high school in his family,
Wow.
out of his siblings. And
Gotcha.
his parents were illiterate. Just saying.
Was the family French?
Yes.
I can hear a lot of chatter in the background. I don't recognize the language.
He
But
spoke a
it
little.
sounds like French.
Yeah.
He must have been an animal lover. Well, I'll tell you what, his new job, he's taking care of a bunch of them
Really? That's nice to know.
and grinning about it. So, is this your grandfather?
Yes.
I'm getting the sensation that you were with him and he fell down in some muck.
Possibly. At his camp.
That doesn't ring a bell with you?
I mean, I used to help.
It's like I'm standing behind him watching him fall. Get up, covered head to toe. Anyway, he thinks it's funny. Maybe it'll occur to you when that happened or how it happened.
Maybe so.
No, I'm sticking with it. He's not changing his story. He was a car guy. Yeah, you like cars?
Must have been before I
Hmm?
mean, he probably did before I was born. As far as I remember.
I'm looking at a 55 or 56 Ford. Convertible. Now, if that's not what he had, that's what he has now. Okay? It's two-tone. Looks like salmon and white.
Salmon and white.
Doesn't ring a bell. Is there a picture of him with cars?
A picture. He used to build model cars. Tons of them.
Oh, that could be what I'm seeing.
Tons of, I mean, like from the
I do remember.
little, remember that?
That could be what I'm seeing. Because I mean, I can't tell the difference between a model and a real car.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he built a bunch of models.
Yes. Tons.
Good. You did good. That's what he said. You did good. There's a female energy with him. But for some reason or other, I don't feel like it's your mother. Now, were you estranged from your mother?
No. Not at all.
I'm not trying to make stuff up here.
I know.
It's like he's here and she's here. But they're there together, sort of, so to speak. Like they're apart from each other. Now maybe they'll move over closer where they can hold hands and do all this stuff, but maybe they're just following the rules too.
Yeah.
Women over here, men over here. So, but I feel like there's some distance between them and I don't know what it's about. Pink roses for you from her. There are a number of bands around them. White, blue. I don't know what that's about, but you might know what that's about. There are no thorns on there. Does she have a sister there? Does your dad have a sister there?
Yes.
Okay, so those two are together. Did the dad's sister have long dark hair?
One of his dead sisters.
Shoulder length, dark,
Shoulder-
kind of like hers, huh?
Like hers.
Kind of. Who would this be then? Because it's somebody.
With him.
With your mom.
With my mom. No, Mary.
Is there a Janie, Jane, Janet,
Jackie.
Jackie?
Cousin.
Huh?
My nanny.
Your nanny.
My nanny
She-
is her first cousin. It's my mom's first cousin.
And then she had long. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
She wants to put on roller skates and skate around.
Jackie or my mom?
Oh, I can't tell which one now. All I can see are roller skates. Was your mom a roller skater?
Oh no.
Well, it has to be the other one then.
Must be nanny.
I'm seeing he's actually got the skates like this and going around in a circle. That's pretty clever. But I can't see the rest of the person. I can only see the skates. Jackie is holding a picture. Is it you and her, or you and your mom? Or your mom and her? Black and white.
Probably her and my mom.
Okay. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that someplace hanging where you can see it?
I have it in a book.
You have it in a book. Okay. Maybe you should like it up someplace. Just say it.
Yeah.
You know how women are.
Oh yeah, I know. She's gonna come check it out, I'm sure.
I think Jackie was a peanut butter freak. Because I'm tasting peanut butter now.
That'd be my mother.
Your mother. Peanut butter freak.
Oh yeah.
Okay. They're so close together right now. I can't tell who's who. Mom especially is giving you 2 thumbs up for something you have done that you and she talked about. You got it done. So 2 thumbs up. Dad is like, yeah. It's like he doesn't know what you're talking about, but yeah. You know.
Because he was going first.
Huh?
He left first. He went to heaven first.
Oh, I see.
Don't tell him too much.
He was gone already. Okay. Is it a secret word?
A secret word?
Does somebody here have a secret word?
It's
You do?
a secret word.
With someone on the other side?
No, it's someone on this side
And you have a secret word with it?
gave me a secret word, yes.
For tonight?
Yeah.
That's
Is it like Floetius or something?
no.
I guess it's weird. I'm getting bang, bang, and I'm not getting the whole thing. It's like. So somebody said, if he says this secret word, then I know he's for real. Okay.
I said that today.
You said it to me. Might not work.
Right.
It has in the past, and I came up with something like schnozzle. That's not, I'm talking about you.
Right.
And the guy went, "What did you say?" Because the person who wanted him, that they had arranged the secret word, it was on the other side, and they knew it. You know, and I couldn't quite get it. Schnozizzle, what?
Right,
What was it?
right.
Anyway, what did you say? I said, well, okay. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now we'll see what happens. But if I think it's funny that we're coming to you over a secret.
Right, right.
What they won't do to just stir me up. Is this someone's brother?
No. No.
There's
no.
a male energy,
Okay.
not attached directly to you, but attached to someone else. It's like a three-way thing I got going here. So you're attached to someone who gave you a secret word,
Okay.
and this person knows the secret word and is attached to that person.
I don't know who that could be. Yeah.
Well, apparently they heard the secret
the
word.
secret word. Okay.
Okay,
And it's
so
a
now,
male.
and this is someone who's on the other side.
It could be her uncle.
Okay,
Okay.
but I'm
All right,
telling you,
all right.
he's like,
He knows the secret word.
he's like, I know it, I may not say it, I know it.
Awesome.
Does it have an F sound to start with? Like fantasy.
No.
No?
No.
See, that's just not coming through
Right,
clearly enough for me
right.
to figure it out. But I know there is one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bananas? What do bananas mean to you?
Nothing in particular.
A person? Does you connect to a person with bananas?
The only person that's on the other side I could think of is my father.
Does it help you to
Just-
connect with him with bananas?
He ate bananas every day.
Oh.
Yeah. He had a banana every day.
So hello, Dad, from Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Um,
That's the only person I could think of.
and I'm going to pick roses for you, symbol of his love. No thorns.
Awesome.
Looks like everything was hunky dory. He's a character because he's screaming bananas at me again.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but I don't make the rules, so I don't know.
No, I was just
Um,
a misunderstanding.
Was he a clumsy guy? Or did he do a pratfall for fun? You remember the old comedians used to do these crazy falls? He's done a couple of them for me. I don't know what that's about. Was he dizzy at the end of his life? Was he not able to stand upright?
The only person I could think of that did that was my boyfriend that passed away.
Okay.
He fell a lot
Oh, fell
at
a lot.
the end of it.
Well, hello from him.
Hi, Rusty.
He said almost. Yes.
Yes.
He's been watching.
Yes.
You pushed somebody into your life. Were you aware of that at the time? You were? Okay. It was a good thing. I'm supposed to be giving you a hug. So get up here.
Okay. I'll take it.
If I don't do this, I'm going to come to a complete halt. This is from him.
Best hugs ever.
Well, thank you. No. Was he somebody who would try something and mean to fail? In other words, make a clown out of himself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because he says, that was my greatest gift. Everybody thought I was absolutely going to get it done and I would just fail. And he loved doing that, so everybody had something to laugh about. What a personality. Oh, yeah, he's 10%. He says he tried to catch flies in his mouth. Remember that?
Yes. It was crazy.
How many
I was like,
people do
why
that?
would you want to do that?
How many people do that?
Exactly. I was like, no. That's good enough. I don't even know.
He's laughing
Yeah.
and keeps doing a pratfall. Boom. Like a bag of nothing hitting the floor.
Oh.
Boom. Then he stands right back up again.
That too.
Okay. He wants you to know he still loves you very, very much.
I love him.
He knows. He doesn't want you to hurry,
Okay.
but he'll be there.
That's our plan.
Did you name somebody after him?
No.
There's somebody named after him.
He has a grandson that's got his name as a middle name.
Okay. He's very proud of that.
He also has a son that has his name. He's a
Well,
junior.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he loves the idea that people
Yeah.
are named after him. Did he water ski?
Ooh, he probably did everything in his life.
Zach, he's on a slalom ski.
Probably so.
And he's going away. I see it. So he's waving goodbye.
I imagine.
Exits on a ski.
Nice. Good for
Being
him.
told by a rope. Don't see the
Don't
boat.
know what's
Don't see the boat. Everybody there is captivated by him.
Oh, yes.
You just need to know that. They're all like, yeah, that's the way to go. And there is a crowd. I mean, I can see 10 or 15 people. Most of them on the father side.
Okay.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I see 2 or 3 over here, but they're not boisterous enough to come forward for some reason. I don't, maybe they were shy in life. Maybe they were religious and, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this, you know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe so.
Everybody takes with them what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're all 3 giggling when I said I'm not supposed to be doing this. They're all giggling like, that's funny. That may not be true because they're laughing at me now. I see a banana split associated with somebody over here. Can you remember somebody who was big into banana splits?
Back to the banana.
Top of my head. I know. Which side is over here? Women?
Yeah.
Not that I could think of.
Well, okay. I'm
Okay.
sticking with it anyway.
All right.
And I see a cane. Somebody walk with a cane. Now this is not one of the 3 that came forward. This is somebody back in the bunch a little bit.
Also female.
You know who she reminds me of? Violet from Downton Abbey. You never seen
The
that?
grandma? Is it
Yeah.
the grandma? Oh,
That's the only person I could think of that might have had a cane was my grandmother.
That's who she's reminding me
Okay.
of. Like I was that person's kind of thing. And she's being funny about it, but everybody thought of her as being so, different from everybody else.
Let me think.
Highfalutin.
Did she have a attitude?
See, that wouldn't be my grandmother. She was so down to earth.
Well,
But
not tonight.
yeah.
I can't say who this is. I'm only seeing that person who reminds me of that character, complete with the cane. Even got the big hat on.
Really? I don't know.
You'll probably find a
I'm
picture
thinking
of her or whoever this is. You'll go, oh, I know who that is.
Does she have something to tell me?
Hmm?
To help me
I wish she would speak up, but she
I
won't.
know she won't. The highfalutin, no.
You two are related?
No.
Are you sure? Not just kidding. I feel like I have an older sister for you, someone who took on the role of older sister. May not be an older sister biologically, but it could be an aunt that kind of helped you along.
No.
That's still you? I know it's not you. Anybody over here? Did you have a teacher that looked out for you in a big way in school? Female.
Yeah, but I think she's alive still.
Hmm?
I think she's still alive.
Oh, she could still be alive. I get living people too.
For whatever reason, I'm getting Miss Crutchfield.
I'm sorry?
Miss Crutchfield?
Miss
Miss Crutchfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
She said it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe you should visit. Just a suggestion. She was important to you at one point. Bring her back to importance. And that could be coming from a guide trying to tell me that you need to see her, that you need to reestablish a connection with her.
Hey, grab my chapstick over there.
Did someone pass getting like hit from behind for you?
Not that I'm aware of.
I feel like my legs get knocked down from underneath me. Like I got hit by a car or...
Oh, my grandpa's brothers both died in a car accident when he was young.
That's what happened to him? He got hit by a car?
Both of them.
Together.
Two of them died together in a car
I'm sorry, say it
accident.
again, sweetie.
Two of them died together in a car.
With the same way?
Yes, my grandfather's brothers when they were young.
Well, they're just coming by to say hello. I see 3 or 4 guys together. So one of them's probably Grandpa. Yes? Yeah, Grandpa's on the other side? He had a nickname for you? Like Pookie or something like that?
No.
I'm getting pink roses from him, symbol of his love for you. And I'm getting the same thing from these other 2 guys. Oh, they must have been, you must have known them as well. And they know you big time.
My mom,
So
maybe.
they know you. And they're giving you pink roses. Did you lose a child?
No, I have a daughter. She's alive. She's got cerebral palsy.
You didn't lose one?
No, not that I'm aware
Not
of.
that you know about. There's a baby there?
Oh. Yeah. My cousin's baby died from SIDS.
And the baby is with an older female energy. She's dressed completely in white. So that tells me they could have been a nurse. They could have been.
Her mom was a nurse.
Your mom?
Her mom.
Her mom was a nurse. Okay. So the nurse has the baby and wants everybody to know the baby's just fine. And smiling from ear to ear. Okay? You get to deliver that message. Baby's fine. Did the baby die of SIDS?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That's validation for what I'm telling you, okay? Okay. There was no lingering. Grandma got the baby right away. The baby never feared anything, okay? I think that's important to know, that there was never a moment of fear. Did you have a bicycle accident?
Yeah.
Was your bicycle red?
Yes.
Crash.
Yeah.
They're all thankful you weren't injured in a major way, but they do laugh about it occasionally up there. Did you read a book recently that disturbed you?
That disturbed me?
Bothered you a lot? It looked like you're looking through something, and something really disturbed you as you were looking through there. A moment of anxiety or something. I don't mean to pry deep into your soul here, but they were with you when you did that and tried to make you more comfortable. So for whatever it's worth, they witnessed that and tried to help you feel more comfortable. I'm getting a buzzing sound around my right ear. Do you have it? Anybody else? Zzz. Oh, it's just me, I'm crazy. Nobody? Were fairies something important to you when you were really young?
Heidi loves fairies. My daughter loves fairies.
Your daughter loves fairies. Somebody's flying around her ear then. Grandma, you can blame it on Grandma. She's like, I'm being like Tinkerbell. Just her right ear. Did she have a hearing problem in the left ear?
It was my grandpa.
Huh?
It was my grandpa. Both my grandmas are alive. Is that okay?
Okay. It's your grandpa that's doing this?
My grandfather, it had
Yeah.
to be. And
Was there a hearing problem?
towards the end, there was an everything problem.
But specifically the left ear?
For my daughter or for him?
For your daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Validation. Zing. Okay. Everybody there is saying hello, kind of backing up right now, blowing kisses at you. Okay? You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks.
Nah. Just kidding. Getting the word Applebee's. Anybody connect to that? Applebee's. Anything similar to it?
Y'all have any?
Could be applesauce for all I know. Could be, but
So my guy and I, we used to go to Applebee's all the time. I don't know if he's back. He's back from water skiing. We go to Applebee's all the time.
well, he might be back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm hearing the word Applebee's, Applebee's, Applebee's.
We eat there all the
Did you
time.
just go there recently?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know what, but he wants you to know that they were definitely.
It's time to go. I hadn't been since. Yeah. No. Don't come like I used to.
Does Does someone here have a member of the cloth in the family?
What's that mean?
Like a priest.
Priest?
My grandpa was like really big into the church.
Big into the church. And this is somebody who's more formal than that. Not saying that it couldn't be that. I'm just saying it feels much more formal than that. Like they were really big in the church. They were a pastor or a priest. Anybody? No? Okay, I'm going.
My nanny, she was going to be a nun, and she was going to take her last vow, and she fell in love and backed out.
Was it a priest you fell in love with?
No,
Oh,
but
I'm not.
but my husband's uncle passed, and he was one step from being a priest.
Okay.
And he's on the other side.
I think I'm back to you.
Oh boy.
I don't know how you're going to react to this.
Okay, maybe everybody will leave.
She says, P.S. Now, I don't know what that means to her. Maybe it means something to you. Like,
This is a new person?
yeah,
I know who that is.
okay. Is it the same person that we're talking about? No, it's somebody else, huh? There's a little bit of this going on.
Oh,
A lot of it.
I
yes,
can smell it.
yes.
There seems to be some growing somewhere.
Wait, something growing?
Some of it
Growing.
Um,
You don't have to fess up or anything. Huh?
I don't know what that means.
There are some plants somewhere.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
I thought you were talking about cigs.
Huh?
You talking about
Oh,
pie?
he's talking about pot.
Pot?
Oh, no.
Oh, no question in my mind.
Oh.
I'm getting pot blown in my
I didn't know
face.
she did that.
And it's associated with you.
Oh,
Now, it's a female energy.
oh my goodness.
And I'm coming back to this.
On the other side, right?
Yeah.
Not on this side.
It was growing on this side. Right?
He's like, where right
I
now?
keep coming back to this person who not in habit, but habit. Not in habit, but habit. Keeps flashing.
Oh. Jackie?
Okay?
I didn't know she did that.
Well, apparently they left some stuff behind.
Oh.
You might want to check that out. Just for what it's worth. And if you just can't stand it, he has my number. Anyway,
He's retired, so he can't.
so you didn't know. Well, you do now. That's funny. But there is this person who has the white band in the collar over here, male.
There was a friend of the family that was a
Okay.
priest that was personal friends with my mother-in-law.
Was he really thin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really thin now.
Oh, yeah. Died a horrible death.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was a priest here in Norco.
he was.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Greetings and blessings from the boss, he says.
Yeah.
Okay. Just when you think this is not legal, he shows up and says, greetings and blessings from the boss. Okay, we got the priesthood out of the way, and we got the person of the cloth out of the way. Sort of, kind of, maybe. He's blowing kisses and backing away. Okay.
Yeah. Thought about
I
it.
have an alligator association here. No? Somebody? You hunt? You hunt an alligator? You got one near you? Where does the alligator come into your life at?
You put one in our pool.
You put one in the pool? He's still alive. How'd that go over?
You got it out.
They think that's hilarious. Did you get kind of talked into that out of nowhere? Were you alone?
Mm-mm.
No? I think you got prompted into doing this. How'd that work out? Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How'd you get an alligator?
Is
Got
there,
it.
is there a popcorn story that goes along with it?
A what?
Popcorn.
What does that mean?
Were you baiting him with popcorn?
Mm-mm.
No? Who's got the popcorn story? Buddy? I don't see these things randomly. I mean, it's just, somebody's gonna have to own up to this. You're owning up to the alligator. I'm proud of you. Now, what's about the popcorn?
Marshmallows? Marshmallows?
Oh yeah, it's white. It's fluffy looking. Could be a marshmallow. Did you bait him with marshmallows?
Maybe.
Oh. I see. You have a mischievous older male energy on the other side who thinks that's hilarious. Here's a guy who I think was in a shop. Most of his life worked with his hands. Like he had his own tools and he built a lot of stuff and fixed a lot of stuff. And I can see tools hanging around me.
He worked in a garage.
He worked at the garage.
He did a lot with his hands.
Okay, so he's kind of a mechanical guy. He is laughing beyond belief at the marshmallow and the alligator thing here. So, did he have a short name, like 2 letters or 3 letters?
No.
I want to say Al. Was it? No. Anybody else own up to an Al? No. Okay. Want to ask me?
Earl?
Earl? So that's what I'm hearing is Earl?
I don't know.
I don't hear. You have the tools? You do?
For the most part.
For the most part. But you can't read the micrometers. It's like, what are those?
I can read micrometers.
Oh, you can? Why is he showing me something? He said, you didn't want that. Okay. He doesn't care. It just thinks it was funny. It's like, maybe you didn't understand what it was or something. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm saying, it's that feeling I get. Did he used to slip you money all the time? Or who? You?
Not money.
Something. Keep it out of sight. Slip it to you. Okay. I suppose we don't want to tell anybody. That's what I'm thinking. He's getting a little red-faced. And he laughs. Okay? I did that. Are you named after him? I feel like there's an association there between that's greater than just a relative.
My brother.
Oh, it's your brother. Ah, gotcha. You wouldn't be named after your brother, of course not.
Is
But I
he
feel a
named
tight association there. And what about the She's still around? Has she gone on and married? Is she holding back because of grief or something like that? No? All right. If she is, tell her to move on. And he's okay with it. I'm getting it. I can't make out the name, but it's like Kenny, Larry.
Larry's my cousin.
Larry's your cousin? He's on the other side too? No, he's here. Did you guys hang out together? All of you?
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to say hello for him. Is there a funny story about underwear? Holes in them or something? There is? Some things I wish I could unsee. You don't know the story? No? Okay. Maybe you can coach it out of them. All right. Anyway, he loves you. He wants me to say that. Tell him I love him. He was something in your room or where you stay that is symbolic of him.
He has deer in his room.
Huh?
He has deer in his room.
A deer? Like the whole thing?
Just a head.
Huh? Oh, a head. No. It's closer to you, not. It looks like a warrior or something. Somebody holding a sword. Is it the Archangel Michael? What do you have in your room? Huh?
A bat.
A bat?
Play baseball.
Hanging on a wall or something?
Keep going with it.
I have a bat on the wall in the back.
He's saying, telling me to acknowledge that, whatever that is. That's your son? He says, Mom, talk to me. I'm listening. He hears you. Yeah, I'm sorry. He wants you, especially when you're in the kitchen doing something, he's making some sort of noise that lets you know he's around. True? Start paying attention. It's something you're going to hear. He's going to let you know he's around. But he wants you to just talk to him. In fact, what would be really neat is if you wrote him notes and stuck them on the fridge. Is that something you used to do all the time?
We found a note the other night behind a fridge that he wrote to me.
Was it? Okay. He wants you to do the same for him.
Okay.
Put them on the fridge where you can see them. He'll be right there and read them, and you can jerk them right off and throw them away if you want to. Or you can accumulate them. It doesn't make any difference. He will read them. You need to know that physical thing he can read. Okay? Is there did you give him the boot?
Sabotage, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's laughing. And your dad? I'm getting the words Chucky.
He hated dolls.
Huh?
He hated dolls.
Was there a dog named Chucky?
Doll.
Dog.
Dog.
He hated that.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you just... I don't know why he wants me to say Chucky, because he thinks it's funny or what, but I just go with what I get. Did you take him to shoot his first gun? He still does it, he says. Wants you to know he's on the range all the time. He's not even near to your mouse. Boom, boom, boom. He thinks of you every time he does it. Do you hear that? Do you hear the gunshots? Seriously.
No.
You're telling me that when you lay in bed at night, a gunshot doesn't wake you up once in a while? You don't know why you're awake, you're suddenly all awake, and oh, what that was that loud noise?
On occasion.
That's him. Oh! You make sure you hear it. He said that was one of the great joys of his life, was going and shooting the gun with you. You didn't have all that many opportunity to bond, he says. Doesn't feel as though you felt shortchanged. He wants you to know he doesn't feel shortchanged.
Okay.
Okay? He wishes there had been more, but this is all there was, and I'm happy with what we had. You may go on. He'll watch and live your life vicariously through you. Did you just change jobs, or did you just get promoted?
New position.
Hmm?
A different position.
Different position. Better for you, he says. More moolah too.
No.
It's coming. Are you in a bonus position now?
Yes.
Okay. It'll be coming. He said, tell him why, tell him why, tell him why. Bonus. That's okay, I did tell you. Pink roses for you, symbol of his love. Did you plant something for him?
I have all the plants all over the house, but
They're dedicated to him in many ways. He just thinks that's fantastic. And he just quips like, we didn't get along that good. That's what he says, just laughing. But I don't think it's true. I think he's just giving you a hard time, being sarcastic. Was he very sarcastic?
he was funny.
Huh?
He was very funny.
Well, he's trying to match my sense of humor. So it's going to end up as sarcasm every time. Did he slap something when he walked past it? Like, when he hit something overhead? Like a doorway or something? Well, did he play basketball? I mean, that's the only... See, there's something he smacks overhead.
Maybe me.
Huh?
Maybe me. Maybe me.
You? Can't say I blame him.
A wind chime?
Huh?
Mm-mm.
I feel like I'm hitting a doorway when I walk through it. I'll leave that with you. Maybe it'll occur to you what that might be about. Chucky. Hates dolls. I get it. If you have a question, fire away, because he's still lingering, even though he's not talking. You want to know something? Say it.
What's he doing?
You mean besides shooting?
Mm-hmm.
He has a job with 2 young boys that they're here, and he's kind of watching over them. Is there somebody in the family that has 2 young boys?
I have a younger son.
Huh?
A
Younger son and nephew, Larry.
He keeps an eye on them. Something about electrical toys too he plays with. Makes them go. Turns them on when they're supposed to be off. And it may not be close to you, but one of these children he does that with. And laughs and laughs and laughs. Is there a blonde-haired mother?
Mm-hmm.
There is? She comes running in the room as to see who turned that toy on. Huh?
Maybe.
Okay. He thinks that's hilarious. I don't say it happens often. I can tell you for sure I'm seeing it happening at least once. It's some sort of machine like a fire truck or a tractor or something. It's like, semi-cab. It could be anything like that. It's just, he turns it on and it, bzzz, bing, bing, bing. Those kind. Somebody comes running along and turns it off, and who did that kind of thing. Is there a funny story about a rabbit? I'm seeing a brown bunny. No?
No, it was a good story about a rabbit.
Hmm?
It was a good story about a rabbit.
Okay, it's a good story, but I'm seeing a rabbit, a brown rabbit. Brown bunny. Kind of big. Somebody in the family keep
First rabbit,
rabbits, bunnies?
the old thing.
It's
You don't
a
know.
story I tell about hunting.
You got this back. Is it a brown bunny that you shot?
It's a wild rabbit.
A wild rabbit.
Yeah.
Big one.
Mhm.
I mean, it looks big to me, but my perspective could be anywhere,
It looked big to him because he was about 9, 10 years old when he shot.
Did he shot it?
That he shot.
Oh. Okay. He's laughing about it. So it isn't funny to you, but it was funny to him. Okay. He's blowing kisses at y'all. Backing away. Says something about having to go to the barber. Did he give you hair close cut or something?
He kept his hair about like my length.
He said something about I don't know. I can go get a haircut.
Okay.
Whatever that means. Just another joke, probably. Who's the movie buff here? Movie. Is that you? You're the movie buff? No? I'm seeing a movie. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember who the characters were, but they got holes in them. Female characters had holes in them.
The female characters.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's ringing a bell, but I can't.
I don't know what it means. Seems like Goldie Hawn was one of the characters.
Yes.
The three dead women.
Death,
Yes.
Death
Death becomes her.
Death becomes
her. Yes.
Does it have any relationship to anybody here?
We all know the movie. Yeah.
How weird is that? What are you doing to me? Doesn't ring a bell with you at all? No? Nah.
That was pretty funny though.
Not you either?
No significant.
Goldie?
Right.
Who was the other character in that? There were two of them. Was it
Meryl Streep, maybe?
Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn.
the Merrill? I mean,
Does
it's
anybody
got to be
associate with
connected
something
to
there?
something.
Anybody?
Huh?
Blonde.
Blonde?
Mary.
Mary.
Funny.
So, okay. We don't know, I don't know Goldie's character's name in the movie. I don't know, it's not important, but it relates to you in some way. Mary, blonde, goofy,
Hilarious.
hmm?
Hilarious.
Loud,
Very.
yeah.
I had to look up the movie to see what that
Is that
It's
the
older.
kind of thing she would have joked about? In other words, I'm saying, you know, death becomes you, like,
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah? How is she's not related to you?
Ted.
She a friend or
Not
extension?
blood related.
Huh?
She's not blood related.
Not blood related.
Not blood related,
Okay,
but related.
related. Okay, I'm just talking about the blood connection. It's not with you. Was she 10 or 12 years older than you?
No. More, way older than that.
Huh?
Older than that.
Way older than that. Would 10 or 12 have a meaning?
How old was she?
2010, 2012, is that meaning? No? I don't know what that's about, but she's giving me that 10, 12 thing. I don't know what it means. 1020 could be, or 10.
Oh my God. She died 10-3.
That's what I was wondering if it was a time.
10,
3,
3.
03. 10-3-03.
It could easily be that.
Yeah.
I'm getting that 10 loud and clear. The 12 was kind of so-so. I'm not sure about that. She's doing this, slapping her knee.
No.
Like she told the knee slapping jokes of everybody. Okay. Very proud of that. Had a good time.
Oh yeah.
She's showing me Cinderella's slipper, the glass slipper. It's definitely coming from her. Like,
She always wore red lipstick.
what's that?
She always wore red lipstick.
Red lipstick.
Like the ruby
Like
slippers.
Cinderella.
Not glass slipper. Oh, Cinderella's a glass. I'm thinking of
Those are
No,
not.
no, I'm seeing a glass slipper that Cinderella wore to the ball or whatever it was. No?
No.
What about the glass slipper?
I'm just seeing one. That's all. Does that relate to you in some way?
Sort of.
The glass slipper.
My sister just got married, and like her whole entire theme of her wedding was like Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Yes.
She had glass slippers.
She had glass slippers. She had a dress that was 50 times huge. That was terrible.
So an older relative who would normally be at all those things,
My grandpa.
your grandpa, is saying he was there. Okay? And he's identifying the fact he was there with a glass zipper. A glass zipper? No, slipper. Glass shoe. And blowing kisses. I was there, he says. I was there. Is there a picture that's got a streak in the middle of it?
A picture of him.
There's this really weird you bringing it up because we're living in my boyfriend's house. His uncle just passed away, and we live with his mother. His uncle's mother. She's 94.
Okay.
And she got angry recently and tore a bunch of the family pictures in half and like left them all on the table.
So whoever this is, they saw that as well. I'm seeing white through the middle of a picture. Okay. I'm getting the message. Remember, she's more like a teenager than an adult at this point.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Okay. Coming from there. It's a teeny bopper. You're going to have to take some of this with a sense of humor, because remember when you were a teeny bopper? You did all kind of dumb things.
Not me.
Well, I did. That's a big for you. I know I did a lot of dumb things. You too, huh? Yeah.
Surprised you made it this far.
Hmm?
Surprised you made it this far.
Yeah, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I'd taken better care of myself. That's what I said. I'm getting mixed heritage for you. I get a native kind of heritage, and I get a European kind of heritage. Are you a mixed? Italian? Croatian?
Cuban.
Huh?
Cuban.
Cuban, yeah, but that's not European to me. There's a European connection to your family, though, yes? Deep. Spain.
Yes.
Yes, that's Europe. In my mind, anyway. Spain. They were from northern Spain, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basque area? Your family's Basque?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have a second language.
Yes.
You have a third language.
Okay.
Someone around you speaks a third language. Someone who's passed to the other side spoke 3 languages. Mm-hmm. I'm getting Italian, Spanish, and English.
No Italian. Spanish, English.
Hmm?
Spanish and English.
Spanish and English, that's a no-brainer. I'm getting the third one, Italian. She's even doing this. It's an older male energy. Now, it could be Sicilian, but I'm getting it from that neighborhood, that Italian area, okay? And he's doing this, which is bloody Italian, I don't care what you say. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Either that or he fancies himself to be a Don.
Maybe my grandfather, but he was Cuban.
Was he
No
like
French.
a powerful man? Like, well, yeah, he was. I'm getting this, yeah.
Oh, my dad.
Your dad?
He's still alive.
He's still alive.
Uh-huh.
No, this feels much older. I would put it as his dad.
Yes.
He feels like he was in charge. Before, long ago. Like the neighborhood answered to him. Nothing went on that he wasn't aware of. Almost like Marlon Brando character. That's how he's coming across to me, like, and he's doing even the Italian. Was he part of the mafia? I don't know. That's like, why would he be doing that? Having fun with me?
Maybe so.
Yeah, I get it. He was having fun with me. Okay, so, but what he wants you, I pick roses for you, symbol of his love. You knew him until you were in your late teens?
Actually, I was in my 40s.
Really?
He lived to be 100.
Knew her
Mm-hmm.
into her teens.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's for you as well. You're really sweet on her. Figures, right?
Might have been my oldest daughter.
No, I kind of think. Well, all right. I'll go with whatever you say. But I'm seeing someone he really took a shot to. Like, get out of the way. That's my girl.
Martine, my oldest.
Okay.
But I was really his girl.
I understand.
I never was.
At least part-time. Right?
Leave her alone.
I don't think you should be getting that.
Did he carry a gun?
Leave her alone.
Stop.
You sure? He didn't carry a concealed one?
Might have been my mother's father.
Your mother's father carried a gun?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They could be blended together now.
Maybe so.
Did mother's father start with an R?
No.
Okay, there's an R sounding name coming from the male side, like Ralph or Robert or Rudy or some kind of name of Robert. But I'm not getting it, but it's an R.
Israel?
Huh?
Israel? Or Del Rio?
There you go. I'm hearing the R, like Del Rio.
Del Rio.
So that's the way it's pronounced?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn your feet.
That's my mom's dad.
Okay. Who goes this for you from here? The whole bunch is like, hey, I'm doing it. No, I'm doing it. This is something I've never seen before. The rubber ball on the rubber band and the paddle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, did it have a dual purpose, this paddle? Why would he be showing me this? That's some sort of validation for what I'm telling you, and I don't. If it means something to you, great, because I've never seen one in this environment before.
Would you stop with all that?
Are you married?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a Polish family that you're married into? No? So if I said, ja ci dom padrupi to me, then you might be right? Huh?
Not to me.
You've heard that before? No?
No.
Means be quiet or I'll smack you on the ass. Why would I get that? I don't know. I might be done. For that I say I'm sorry. It might be over with and I'm just getting junk now. Yet I feel like there is an American flag. So one of the men was buried with the American flag. You?
World War II.
Folded and given to someone?
Yep.
I'm getting this. Me. So whoever that is, that's who it belongs to.
Yep.
Was it done in a military style? I'm hearing the words. On behalf of the President of the United States.
It was sort of done like that.
Yeah.
My father had the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
With the flag, and
Yeah.
they folded it, and
Yeah.
they did the 21 gun salute.
And then it follows up with a quiet conversation. The person who receives the flag. It starts with, on behalf of the President of the United States, I present this flag.
That's exactly right.
It's a very moving thing. Something gets me right in the heart every time. Well, let's give the other side some thanks for showing up tonight and giving us a few things. Anybody have questions now? Because I'm like empty.
Wow.
So if somebody didn't come through, can they
Hold your hands.
hand and see if
Yeah, that might work. I'm willing to try.
Anybody want to hold hands?
I'll do it. I want to try.
That's on well.
Did you ever see the thing Downton Abbey?
Downton Abbey. What is it?
You ever watch
TV show series.
the British
Yes.
British show?
You look like Daisy.
Is that bad?
I don't think so at all. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know the show.
I know the show, but I don't remember Daisy.
And she was the Mrs. Patmore's assistant
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
See, her voice is even the same.
Voice.
Oh, it's my voice. Yeah, I get so much about my voice.
Isn't it?
The voice, yeah.
It's innocent.
Say your first name out loud.
Danielle.
Say it again.
Danielle.
Spell that.
DANIELLE.
Got it. But I'm not getting anything. The first thing that came to my mind was there was this woman here dressed in black. Does that ring a bell with you? You. Are you goth?
I was.
You were. Goth. So that's your other personality, the goth girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there somebody on the female side that was somehow associated with somebody incredibly famous?
Not that I know of. No, I'm not famous.
No, I don't mean them. They themselves were famous. That they knew somebody was very famous.
Famous like how?
Like motion picture star or something? No? No? Okay, I'm sorry, it's not getting anything.
It's okay.
Okay, I tried. Anybody else want to try that?
Sonia.
Hmm?
Sonia.
Come sit
Do you feel a male energy around you all the time?
Yes.
It's a guide. He's standing right up behind you right now, about this high over you. You get impulses like, I should be drinking tea, I'm using that as an example. It's an impulsive thing that comes along once in a while. I said, not do that anymore, I should do this. Well, he's trying to get a message to you. Tea,
Oh.
you having some issues? You have diabetes? Tea. Okay? You prefer the green sound for you, green tea.
Okay.
Is there a clicking noise behind you? Like two things touching together? Because he's carrying he's an American Indian.
Medicine bag.
He has a knife in a sheath, partially. The blade is still sticking out. And where he hangs his tomahawk, those two bang against each other. You don't hear that. Pay attention. Okay? He says you can give him a name. He doesn't want. Just give him a name. He's the guy. Okay? Call him Schwartz for all care. He doesn't care. Just call him something, okay? No, he's there. Are there boot prints around? I think you need to start paying attention. Looks like, any place where there's a soft spot on the ground, there's a boot print for some reason. Do you wear boots? Oh, you're the one wearing the boots. That's what it is. That's all I got. Yep.
Paris.
Next.
I'll be the first.
Sorry.
Hmm? I think most guys just admire chicken shit.
I got one name. Dane.
Dane.
Yep.
You had a high school guy friend on the other side? Could be grade school, but it feels high school.
After high school.
After high school?
Mm-hmm.
Wounded? And died?
Yeah, cancer. I don't know if this is the same person.
Looks like the whole thing ate all everything up right here. It looks to me like a wound from the outside.
Could be a cancer. I don't know.
It has to be. He never showed you.
No.
Could you tell he was bandaged?
He had colon cancer.
So they went in there. Okay.
He had a bag on the side for a while.
On the right side?
I don't know.
Okay, doesn't matter.
He didn't show me that either.
It's like, that's where it is. And I feel like I'm wounded, like that's where they went in and did the attachments and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah?
Could be that,
He said the biggest thing you need to know is I'm okay. I'm just fine. I don't have that anymore.
Good to know.
Do you ride a bicycle a lot?
Me?
You?
No.
Did he?
Not that I know of.
He rides a bicycle around all over the place. And it's an English racer. One of those 10, 15 speeders.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. But he wants you to know he's doing just fine. Do you think banged a significant other as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You won't tell her that he's just fine. Not to worry about him. And go on. Okay, go on. And he'll help. You guys were close.
I mean, we were
You
close.
weren't blood brothers, but you were close.
Yeah, we were close. We worked together, so I mean,
Yeah, but
came kind of close, but
yeah,
I didn't know him before, for a few years.
yeah, okay, I get it. He feels very close to you. Like he's part of your life now. Keep him check on you. I told him not to do that.
What kind of signs did you give him?
I'm not getting that.
Okay.
Do you have a TV that blanks out? Like something walks in front of it?
No.
Something's bright and it goes dim momentarily.
Something's bright and goes what?
No.
Dim.
Hmm?
Like somebody
Thundering with you.
walks in front of it.
No.
Pay attention. Gonna happen.
All right. Keep that in mind.
You know?
You've not seen that?
Oh yeah, I seen it.
You've seen it?
Oh yeah.
For years.
Long damn.
Wait in time.
I had it all in my journals. I've been writing for years what I've seen and heard.
Did you guys make something out of a stick? Like an apple thrower or a javelin or a spear or something? I'm going through this motion for some reason. Was he a pitcher?
No.
Why is what's it? You think about what this is, because he's giving it to me.
You are.
You're the pitcher?
I mean, the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, he was a
we used to
pitcher.
work. Well, I used to be a pitcher, but we used to throw, like all our sites had limestone, so I could always throw it the farthest. I don't know, maybe that's what. I don't know. We threw rocks a lot at work.
I see. So that accounts for this motion then.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be.
Okay, no, I'm sure that's it. Because it's like, there was some kind of sort of competition between the two of you, and he's like, I can outdo you now. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Like around the world if he wants. Try that.
Well, whatever he wants to challenge me with.
Yeah. It's like wearing something red on his head. What's that?
I used to wear a red Norco hat, but he didn't know me at the time, so I don't know.
I don't know either, but I've seen a red something on the head. Not sure his head, I don't know whose head, but it's a red hat. I'm getting over the creeping dread. Just about over. Anyway. Salute.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else want to give it a try?
I want to push my luck.
Oh, sure. It could be you. Name?
Beth.
Beth. No. It's not Beth. Is it Beth?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't call you anything else? You're in Bethany. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. That's not my name, but that's
They
what
called
they
you
call
that.
me, yeah.
She's like, Bethany.
Bethany. My father-in-law called me that.
He's not come through before, correct?
Correct.
He said, I waited for this.
Oh.
Pink rose is a symbol of his love for you. Did he give you a car or something? What does he and you and a car have to do with anything? Did you inherit a car?
No.
That's so weird.
No.
It jumps out at me like it's something unique, a unique car of some sort. Okay. I don't know why he did that. I don't know what that's about, but I'm leaving it with you. Was he a pancake freak? Flapjacks?
Possibly.
Because he's doing that motion with it. Like catching them
Flapping Jacks.
with a big old spatula of some sort, flipping it.
Stop with that chewing.
Did you and he watch Lucille Ball together
Possibly. At his house.
at his house?
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing the scene where the chocolates are flying by.
Right.
And you remember that scene?
Yeah,
With
I
him.
do.
Because he's laughing like
Because
a...
they always had the older TV shows on, and
Okay.
we would just sit there and watch them.
He's just remembering, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And laughing. She just stuffed it in her mouth. Chipmunk.
Because you couldn't go fast.
Love to you. Long kisses. Good job with the
You're
baby.
driving me nuts.
Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you.
Sorry, Danielle.
That's okay.
What is it?
Laurel.
Larnell? Larnell.
You're irritating. Stop.
That doesn't make any sense. I have a female energy over there. Cross-dresser? I don't know what's going on.
How far over here?
Wrong position, huh?
How far over here?
I don't know. Are you familiar with something like that?
Maybe.
You are. Does she know this person?
Should? Yes. Not a cross-dresser.
Well, it's a female energy, sort of, kind of maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Androgynous maybe. It's coming across on the male side.
Lesbian.
Ah, could,
Okay.
duh. She wants to say hello. And love and hugs to you. There is also a bouquet of big flowers for you, big roses. Thanks for everything you did at the end of my life. Did you take care of her? Did you arrange stuff for her at the end of her life? Something that she's very thankful for that you did for her. Maybe it would stay out of her. I don't know what it was, but listen. She's very thankful for something. Were you very friendly to her in the sense that other people rejected her or you can, okay. It could be that simple, okay? She exited gracefully. Yes? Because she's doing the bow kind of exit. Wouldn't have traded her life. She loved it. She never found the love that she wanted, she says. But there were plenty of loves in there. Whatever that means, you probably know more about it than me. Thanks, she said, for making this possible. Okay? Okay.
EJ, or the nickname EJ. First name is Earl.
Do you know who Wilford Brinsley is?
Nope.
The old man with the white mustache?
I remember him.
I know who that is.
He used to do this
A character
commercial.
like that in your life? No? I'll tell you what, I'm getting an older male energy, white hair, okay, who is gruff. Like, yeah, I said that. Yes?
Sure, everybody's grandpa does that.
No. This guy did it all the time. No, he didn't come across as someone who loved everybody, but he did. You know, he was just like mean and ugly. I don't mean it in a nasty way. It was just like, I'm grumpy, you know. He wants me to do this to you. I love you too. Did you do that to him all the time? Did he do that to you?
No.
I don't get that impulse very often. You were young when he was alive. Were you young when he was in the prime of his life?
I'm not picturing who you say.
Huh?
I'm not picturing who you're talking about.
White hair gentleman. Older white hair gentleman. If it's not white, it's certainly gray.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Is that back to you again? This person was passing out coins to kids.
Oh my God. You. You're all over the place. That's my
Dad.
You are a soul stealer.
Sorry. That's my dad.
That's your dad? White hair? The whole thing? Passing out coins?
That's him. Wow.
I'm gonna turn my back.
He's bad.
Here, energy.
Tell people to go back.
TJ. Nothing. I got nothing. The guy that you replaced, he retired.
Yeah.
You knew him?
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Way to go." He crossed?
No.
Well, he's still saying, "Way to go."
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm getting that living energy. He's very proud of you. I don't know what else to say. That's all I'm getting.
Okay.
She hiding?
Yes.
Paris. Paris.
Paris? Are you wearing a piece of jewelry that comes down from the ages?
I am.
You haven't. Does she wear it occasionally? You gonna give it to her? Is it a necklace?
It's a ring.
I'm watching you. I'm just getting flashes of things. Do you have a dress that belonged to somebody in your closet that you thought would be perfect on her? No? It's like from way back?
I have a dress like that.
I'm not getting anything for you, Paris.
You have a dress like that?
Yeah, my grandma has this 50s style dress that's really, really cool. And she gave it to me and I wore it and I loved growing in it. Yeah.
Does it have a belt?
Yeah, it's like one of those, like, what is it called when the 50s people wore it? I don't know. Like
a hoop?
Corset?
No, like it's the
Hula
dress
dress?
comes tight right here and then it's tight all the way down, but it's got like the belt across in the
Okay.
middle.
And who gave that to you?
My grandma.
Hi.
Maybe Grandpa saw it.
He's gotta be, he's super religious, so I don't know if he would.
Nothing on my mom.
No, but I said, like I said in the beginning, they have their own reasons for not being here tonight. And whatever they are, that's what they are, and I can't do a darn thing about it. Because it isn't my agenda, it's theirs. Does everybody understand the message that says life goes on?
Yes.
Okay, what? You come on.
Just do it, yeah.
Alexis.
Alexa?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Oh my God.
You have a sister. Is she's, her name start with an A as well? Who's the A name around you? Your age. Oh, I'm gonna hear it's her. No.
Turn again.
Do you have two A names? Like Alexis,
It's Alexis Marie together. That's my main name. But
Alexis Marie. I'm not getting the M.
She's
I'm getting the
Alexa.
M. Huh?
Alexa.
No. You guys know each other? No.
No, Jim.
I have a much older woman for you. Feels like New Orleans girl. Is any of your family from New Orleans? Female side? If that's the case, then I'm not getting it.
all right.
I'm sorry.
I'm good.
The family secrets are safe.
She's also Cuban, so.
Hmm?
She's also Cuban.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Cuban.
also Cuban, so I don't know if they got some Cuban stuff going on.
Si habla español. Yeah.
See,
You do speak it.
That was my first language.
mine too.
Really, y'all? That's awesome. I can speak one thing of French.
We,
Parlez-vous français?
I'll tell you a quick story. I had to go to Spain. So I got what the cassette tapes I could listen to in my car and pronounce Spanish words, you know, like a doofus. You know, I could. And then I thought, that's not going to do. So I got myself a Spanish-English dictionary, a little orange one about this big. And as a result of my making friends over there, they invited me up onto the mountain to the Mushroom Club. And I'm sitting in the Mushroom Club with a hat on, trying to read this dictionary as everybody's talking, because there's only one person there that speaks English. I'm reading this dictionary, and they had more fun with that. Everybody was grabbing a hat, the glasses, and and everybody wanted a picture with that. Do you imbibe? Do you drink?
Not really.
Okay. You? Of course you do. Well, while I was over there, I was introduced to this liqueur called La Pancheron, which is mind-blowing. It's made with anise and the sloe berry. It's like sloe gin with anise in it. Fixed Formula 44. I mean, it's that good. You want to keep going. Don't let me stop.
Like a hand grenade?
Hmm?
I said like a hand grenade.
They're so good, you just don't.
It's too good. Anyway, I found it here in this country after 20 plus years.
Wow.
In Houston, which I thought, wow. And spent a lot of time, lovely time in Spain, had a great time, met a lot of great people. Loved it. Didn't speak the language worth a darn when I left there, but I sure had a great time. The best part of it was most Europeans speak multiple languages. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. The people at the hotels, they'll speak anywhere from 5 to 7 languages. I mean, they could switch languages with every guest that walks up. It's like, what? It's crazy. Anyway, we just muddle through with our version of English, which certainly isn't the Queen's English.
That's right. That's right.
So, with that being said,
He's done.
Adios.
if you want to,
You want to eat?
ask me questions, I'll be
Eating in the kitchen.
I'll be in the kitchen. Where's my regular office? It's the kitchen.
Come on, another beer.
You